a man tells you that you definitely cannot do something and then it motivates you to definitely do the thing, I was just braiding my hair one day, minding my own business, when I felt something really weird at the back of my head. Now, mind you, I must have ignored the back of my scalp for weeks, if not months, to not have noticed this sooner, because there's just no way I would have missed this if I had some sort of hair care routine back then, instead of just treating my hair like an entitled child with their fourth or fifth favorite toy. Just throwing it around and forgetting about it entirely, letting it get beat up and dried out, and just expecting it to bounce back like perfect. Yeah, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have missed a giant 2-inch hole in my hair growth. Smooth as a baby's butt, that thing was. And yet, when I found out, my only thought was, that's strange. I wonder how that happened. Idiot. The whole week, I'm just casually wondering what it could be, and more fascinated than worried at this point, like I should have been. And here's where I made my first mistake. Thinking that a man in the American medical system would give two shits about my hair. It's just hair, right? Who cares? I mean, that was my unfortunate attitude too, so I just casually mentioned the hair loss to my doctor when the appointment finally comes around, because that's not even what I made the appointment for. If it was up to me, I probably would have never gotten it checked, which would have been better for my mental health that day, but then I would have never gotten to prove this man so very wrong. He tells me with a smile on his face that I have alopecia. My mind goes straight back to 8th grade, and the first time I saw my teacher come in with her natural hair. She'd been wearing wigs every day all year, and we never knew. Until one day I'm just sitting with my friends on the hallway floor, and she walks by with half her hair gone and most of it white instead of the natural shiny reddish brown it usually was. My friend had no filter, and she just looked up with the widest eyes and said, "Whoa, what happened?" She would later feel absolutely mortified by her foot and mouth syndrome as our teacher announced that she had alopecia, a word we had never heard before. But I could tell all the kids, including myself sadly, looked at her differently, and that sucked. And then all of a sudden I'm back in the room with my doctor, telling me that the hair in that spot will never grow back, and if it does, it will be all white, wispy, and unhealthy, just like my 8th grade teacher. I held it together for the rest of the appointment, probably just shock, but as soon as I got in my car and shut the door, I broke down. I sobbed. And then I got mad at myself for caring about something as silly as losing hair. But something inside me refused to let this be my reality. It might just be hair, but it was my hair, damn it, and I had already lost too much else. So I put my foot down and came up with a solution. I made a hair oil with ingredients from my roots, and it worked. My hair grew back even thicker and healthier in the spots where I'd lost it, and I didn't even bother to tell my doctor because he's not worth the time, and I don't go to him anymore.